about ni na ye case study bia be de e buy Oyima here Nhyira enkoye se ase nipa bia wo sika ene betim di position bi amawo abekwa as far as to parliament no akogina edomo ani because usika na wo hwe na emom no ye ka sabio serenity of civic responsibilities and wisdom ubetimi e de agina uma constituents na dem a bebre no ano they don't fit to become honorables ma menye wadwe nkire wo
you meda wasi na masache ya hwefo said the die you know no nyame animu ni asam no waka ni nyina because sebi wuni sika kura yimhu enti se delegates etimi adwene baben krom se o nipa asemesi ena yede no ye ma na di yanim kan e wo bibi ho a one me hu ni se de di kan e bi sika sem because obi ape obi a ne sika like owo bi a obetumi a support eye won mo mpeso a ana ekuokro na omo ni di ano se obetumi a finance aboa ama bi a etimi akọ nanim enti de di kan a me de me hu ni se eye sika ansa na de toso mienu no wo ma be hwe nipa na ho odin okay ne efforts eni ne nimudie a owo ewo party because wo hwe eye ye bibrem ha na me se mpempi no omo ye almost 10 years a akwanya no me se dodo na more delegates in sha da hwe me se wo skills a omo wo ewo adwuma na omo de ehye omo nsa no eba enti no se ubisa ye me hu ne se oba na bibrem ha de a me mostly no esikasem they want somebody who is already financially sound or obetumi abua eputi one crew no into maybe on the right lane na momo and pempi no fo say obi osika so a or ye able to say bia bibia ehia won no as long as nipa no say bi ne we tipo nkoso okra na okuteska nko ade a before we dream this as long as the person is rich in the he or she is able to put them into whatever standard they want to be. I think it's like a crabia.
Okay, and also, also we cherish view and there be any did you made no. Also, so no wait me and messages a whole also what the about regards to and someone sebi yes we able go studio has say no once we Ghanaian no dear wo ho kwan se sebio wonso de wano ebebetum ebie nti na ye kasa efa enei mahye bedwani ya alleged being alleged say sebi ya chi no ewo Schiphol airport ewo Netherlands enei wo mo saso mu ni nyina ene say is being alleged say opening so no money laundering ena afi so no romancing the wo mo eja so a bar na or aye no until the lecture no kind until the competent court prove otherwise yen can say is being alleged until say e be establish we na bibia so aye kama o measure yan ko we so ye di ka boso but I think say I say boso ba na major pie na say be otomfo obo no na che say the papa ho until we still have to go because enya wan say obi here ka say Ghana for enjemo short memory name say that be o be bia syndrome na 43 teachers invigilators ka ho bi na just ended BECE yensa aso mu ni na say something more practices be e course so am ho bom Nhyira every academic year be enjoy exams from BECE to SHS to even tertiary grade yen mfrimo adenti no ye chibie bi do amko hyemu nanso no obi ono te akire na du no say ase wonso koye bia oti man no nti ye be kasa ye bonsam syndrome na what really are the causes and then you betimi so they are to remedy the situation
you Mr. Collins won say no na wo kai ni minim say refusal no asanya wakana it's in fact it's a syndrome because enka sabi afi encheba BC last year enche enti no wo tie chi na wo hwe movie ne sa no ene nkedru so yi enkenko repeat de wo afra say yeah sebe e de ne koto adwam enti men just na no na make sense ko before nkasa sometimes wo dwe ye mu bi ho a won seda enti ase minim say ya na bia will be person will experiences are ugly side of life and then so show because enka sebe or for the one maba a whole 3 good years much na mo frana dia na before so be free stage 1 akọ stage 2 no mo de won fa so hwem afi akodu bia dia mo kire won ni na ye ka bom aso won ma dwena hye ese nia ye kire mo free form 1 form 2 form 3 no say mo come nim on the next level of life into ye pese ye hwe se mo deserve some kom ana so adwuma ye year for the past 3 years no aso aba e wo mofra yi madwene mu ene mu nim de mu ana na teacher ni invigilators say there be me no sa de no e wo se tuo timi twa because and say ekoye say dia na sa mo ka ho bi ne nkwada ni nsua de
exactly
awofo oto sika gu kwa mo de mu ni mo na say ye bia school no magigi sika puduo fees and na ho ahwa unexpected expenditure wo ha ye say oba meto we oba metua we de wo nka bi nhyemuo na wo say opa hu sika ni nyina no se benya sa awofo nya sika ma busuo mofra ne da tinti ni ya gemu adie ene ye de ye ma da ache abehye mo nsam samumwa na mofra ntimi nnu bia ye pese won edru ye ni hu nim de enti ene ye de won abehye mo nsa enti samumwa me ba kire na de mane nti ase mane hu na afei akodu bra nia ya mo akire no ye career hwe so we deserve so wakọ nanim to the next level na mu kro yi mu bi asan ese akire esa mo man tibede na nkwala ne so because we yes me say it will repeat next year DSC ebesan repeat next year because afibia esi enu ntino say aban na che wo mu a omu di say aban no eche wo because for how long ena be kosoa na ebewie da ben some years say ya say nkwala edi eche bom so next year on betwe because they know say eya dan ya ye benya vigilator bia ana ye teacher bia obe pushi answers bi e de ama yen and I'm saying yan say binum kra we allowed to take phones in there. It is some of the questions no not quickly AI ni friend is saying I chat GTP no more they search answer and fine and ni so anyway this few days here mo friend ahia no mo dey ma wo and no wo be take this risk wo ma bofra bin cracking adwen ma next time when ya kwanya ni ko ra SSR wo hu se no e wo se misua de yi because ade we koso a na cha sa mo ma nkwala no mo nsua de mo ka ho bi enene nkwala no wo mo fa education ni biara
okay
yeah because wo assist no say wo de adum abobo na me na wiemu a we efa bi no eye kro no it shouldn't be so send you say dia send nkensa so answer hwe ne ba I say dear and say I mean a drew some pempenso no say mo bo so enkwala na hwe e wo sa kwan so enti no aban na chioma odi so chioma na wo bisa se kwan be na obefa so I say the whole education ministry no I think said this thing as you said earlier no it has been going on every year. And I think say by now no, they should come up with some strategy. They can put a stop to it honestly because omune ni momon crofo and I know say before mo be appointed obi asan so on be invigilate bibi no dwumadie bi no I know say na oma so say nipa na hwe hu na ho den enti no say omo at the end of the day na mo choose omo de omo ba bonten say omo me invigilate mofra no na say esan ko ende I think say it's about time they have to do something. They have to do something more about these kind of ebinum fatu ono ho say wo ebe assist student no during the bra because we sabi enso hwe ne yesi yeku akwala no enya say obi edituo bi gina nso na obi de sika bi gya yeso na hwese sika ene abrehemu a ono mawfo nya wo mumudi mofra ne be hye mo nsa e wo mofra ne da ache ne mofra pesa ye ho no sen ene mofra no fa no na fe so sen ene koduru e wo mu nimdie mu wo se no so mabam wo bam se sen nene ne adan ne tese ne kura ene sen de mo ye no na sa mo na mo ma mofra ni nsua de
okay
enti no me hu ne say GES no emwa na wo no mo empe kwan bi emfasa no emfaso se be ya next time no if they are appointing such invigilators no one betumi aye one background checks no eyie aha na chese one mo abua amasa side no
very well Isra me da say yanko ahoma no so mo fa nche na adwuma no sa na ye no ye ne nana yawo akwada right akwada okay wherever I'm patrolling mambo yawo there ya na adama there Bureau of Public Safety South Africa right America na owo samre ye ne opani e wa homa no so tie ne no e be twinko papa ye ma ajo e wo my Ghana mo at this time
yo me so me chia matiefo nyina
yo na papa apomboko de
ya mi adom boko
yo we de e bi kan ye se emre se da eni ho saa na wo America memu na nso no eja ye nya bo pono a watimi abie de na e beje wadwen kire kakra ewo ensem bia ekoso na nsen ewo xenophobia ho nsensem enye de edi kan nie ensem asisi bebre na sebe wo Bureau of Public Safety was South Africa oversight responsibility ye hwe o man South Africa ankasa papa when ye de edi ka say the medical kan I think say years back niema say ye bi ACC ema other African countries no including o my Ghana ye nationals no wo mo ekokodi nsensebe mu ema no no so no e be kan ho asem wa eneja from afar so na afei fufuro recent way so etimi e de aba na wohwe se de eniema esi ekro no wohwe ye United Nations Charter eyi na afei AU say ye nyina ye global world akan ye ho abom papa we did say de na ebesie ama South Africa wo mo repeat this particular issue ama ene ye Ghanaian nationals ahodo ne of course other foreign nationals a ewo ho no ene akwakoye oha kese e de ama omo den na etimi ekofa sanse bo nyina eba
yo me da say ne di kan no say ye ti ase say oman bia e sovereign country
so
na oman bia wo akwanya say obetimi a kire say mepe awoho ewo mikro ma na say mepe awoho mikro na I think sometime in the 70s no Ghana yeah so ye pass mre bia ye friend aliens compliance law ye di yi other African nationals we crew ye wo mu free ye pam wo mu free crew but ye no mra kwan so ya fast be it trustem any violence in this Agyeman
okay
and I just want to establish this foundation say any bibi for fraud
okay
na die ubisa wasma ubisa and say na etimi kofa sign historically no who say on my equal awonhia mu countries are one suffer economically no and na emrepi no they try to blame it on migrant
okay
so on no esikasem economics na nkoyia when they come into economic difficulty they try to look for a place to vent na enibre akosue migrants so
okay
who be bebre wa man bebre and them no ka say approach memo Europe America woman nyina wo from any esi migrants so a say ye pam ye say empa we krum empa we krum awo enko ba bi nkwaji ba bi fo adwuma sabi historically no ane any de ye hu no emre pi no awo mo na eba ye adwuma ema oman etumpon enti oman bia na economy ni sikasem ekonanim no ohia migrants e dia ye adwuma patrol so matias enti de ekoso South Africa ne no emfa Ghana ni anase Nigeria ni anase Zambia ni a oba besue South Africa oje ne dwuma oye dwuma wa emre pimpo no wafa wa employ South Africans the years dwuma no enti no I was say South Africa ban etunani ehwe senia niema eko na ombo migrants ho ban se ompe migrants woni kroma emra kwa wo ha obetimi dia afa edi tu amanfo fu krom na mo se utena se eye hwehan na omanfo etisi krom se operation dudu laos e ka ne sen na omo koto hye ahoho so ni ebru bi ni ehihie binum ni ekunkum ebinum sho ebinum nso a na chese nya ne kwa so anu no. And I'm inclined to agree with you. So we must get South Africa to align, and we must whip them into line to with the friend is saying African Union and World Charters they are signatories to. And the Bureau of Public Safety there. Yes, one, they be condemn the actions xenophobic attacks, any intimidations cause was South Africa and Yanyan in Ghana for be victims.
Okay.
We condemn it in all certain terms. Say, ultimate fact, huna a tutrasem, any say, ube share or mine, here, wakumina, now they are cosua, be so say, woman and Amas idea no about. Yeah, fresh South African authorities no say in the many like other countries and other civil societies have called on them. They must ensure the immediate protection of affected persons and bring the perpetrators to justice. This I said near air course was South Africa. Maybe be a asem said he said man for could die at the chair ye kunkumbi. And as a man for could die at the chair and yashishi bishops. A dear air course in the daylight. Daylight. A man for what woman these attacks nini.
Okay.
Be seen say a trivia mementi. And I think say these are some of the things that we should be calling the South African government to immediately rise up to the occasion and protect other foreign nationals within its territory. Okay. As I said, the air course say other governments ebeye hwehanya mintini say ebetimi achichire ebibi
Yo nana yemfa de atoaso no ema we na eni se eja ohwe protocol me efe bi evacuation na evacuation ne wogidi se Ghana ban as I speak to you no regards to foreign minister na se ministry no okuje to black kwada no ne NDC aban no wo mo se ombehwe ama evacuation exercise bi etimi akoso animu ye se ne ebeye ama Ghana for about. Do you think say no immediate solution say yetimi go by the evacuation exercise?
Number one, you say about route to a black madam for Bonabaso.
Okay.
So be a foreign minister with one among be prayer. We are Ghana in a crowd with Niji. And Caneno Nanka America nominee. Britain nomina you side to Median or more say a bibi two nipa wa manonia omutimi to play a cofa nipa ba coupe e de befie entino me say honorable foreign affairs minister obo ejuma entino ye bebo na baso senia wanye ni yi a ye be gina radio so na ya kanu sa so na oye ni yi a e wo say e bo na baso
well, Nana,
the decision, the decision of the government of Ghana to repatriate Nema and as a Ghanaians every South Africa. Number one, actually says South Africa Abino has failed in its lawful duty to protect people within its borders.
Okay.
People are necessarily when we are criminals. Amanfa womo legal migrants pursuing legal and legitimate businesses. No, it's a failure on the side of the South African government.
Okay.
For Ghana, say because say you repatriate and call for say South Africa buying a failure. Say obebo sa for no home buying. The decision to repatriate those people no. I think it's in the best interest of the Ghanaian nationals are more South Africa. So I say, a one yet Ghana, intimate fat police phone kugu say and bomb home buying. As a South Africa buying intimate, yes, our protection in my India. I was say it to me, Echo Boabwa and Crow fan near the mobile fee. Now, me dear, me my dream, if I was say Ghana, a buying Ankasa, a finding ways and means, you bet me, I'm a South Africa, it tasty a bit of their own pill. You know, Ghana is a very peaceful country, and we have remained like that. Ghana, we have championed, your friend is a lot of Pan-African initiatives. And you know, the Pia say no, Edini say bit me okay, the Ecosono, someone near Madia, most Samu Mutebo, Munfamu table, Nimun Kunyan, and free a chrome, Namusumun Komukono, Tinan building a crow. But yet, to me, yes, sir. And you know, in many I think that we must pursue diplomacy and strategic protection of our citizens. And I think that action in the interim seems to me like the best decision to do while we pursue other diplomatic channels.
Nana, where the asida odia emirani ntino yebeja na ahomeso yize besan aba wonchen da foforo na wososo no de onim dia wo hu bia watimi e de ama tinyame ensha se utimi ye bo opunu utimi ebie
ena wase
yenso yedase. Okay, quickly no yeko amaso ne Nana ya akwada a ono ewo Bureau of Public Safety South Africa America memo ena ono otie fa public safety homes and semdia na chese openi wakwada mu yi papa ono so abo abana baso regards to the AC wo hono, especially the Ministry of Foreign Affairs okujetu ablakwa ena eye penny eda ministry no anono abo ma ban so say at the end of the day no Sebi almost letting me take that initiative. But we have found to argue, we say, and yet the kind in ye. We have Gulf region, no crown, and also no, papa, former MP, Asante Central, Mashebe Jenny, Kennedy, Akompreko, Japan. Now, in fact, we have Gulf region, who cried the end of the year, a very serious, but no, taking a different shape, say, ye money, ye normally or fast, ye cohono. I quite to say, and Penifua, ye be high or more quiet more hono. And I know you can ekan wa ha. It's a nice or corner more treatment bia ye do omo FM no ano edin. Nti I think South Africa ye kai mo enche kra na Fred say kwasikoko edi mo so a ye na bia no tu mo a. Nti e besre say ene bibia ye na other nationals no so e ba ha munya botre na eno so na we Ghana and 7 year right. And then obekọ market no na Chinese ni no oton gari kwa bra esese Ghanaian ne ton gari. And Tia it's a service a right note. No, Shama, when you are drinking a crab, Yemlen, but when you are drinking a panel, you rock or die kind.
A more ya papa, and no, or kind, say a cassa ye shenia air cosso. War South Africa, now South African podi, now crabby and camogradi. Camu dia moon it was say Ebina Obia said that listed the South African companies here. A what o meimu mo Ghana home faswa munya. Munyuma na last na obi so we say over 3,000 over 3,000 South Africans living peacefully here in Ghana.
Tell them Mashima man will be about.
So who ain't no mon fam money and now for South Africa hono o made she ntu kwan baby on. Tinka nye sabi asundue na yepa enka wasa omuso no nka yemo test a little bit of the omuso de ye nkofo ade hye no so hu enti se omuti abembam saa no onyame anye ne saa kwa because abro ahye omuti ni mu ma wona wuti aye se de ade aye tia so atare fam a onwi wo be nanka wo kra de wo hu color na hu onua bibini color. And on for some fiti and independence, no. Do they know some of sacrifices and most of these African countries putting into before African South Africa mumunya independence? Now mo crop on someone independence on your own land of South Africa, no, there are some areas that mumun chiminko. Abrofunu they occupy all those places. And no dia mun shana munka. Maya akwadro mun pejumadin. How can you put this on your fellow African say wanuntina munya jumanya to hell with that. So and no na say the papa ne kan dey eye mayi kakra no some of these African countries are etwa ye ho e what edwo no we have South Africans there. They are peacefully living there. Don't you think Sanka we have to Sanka yensu yenye bibi emom say de omo yen we can do it in multiple times. But I'm say ye no nyame ma yeti a efe na nyansa nyadwene pi we yetirimunti no we are trying to set example for them to see say sa de na omo ye no omo nyai eye ade a they keep doing.
Okay.
Omo anhwe ye a next time on be bio no African country be will retaliate. Because omo so ade share tete nkofo ama so no yes ebi no so betimi na yomo de chen omo ye nkofo e wo ho no. So they should put a stop now and make round omo president mentiasie. As a papa no I don't know, was he forced to be in that position and
na ono kra no ohwe mentwa no ukọ South Africa on parliament ya one of a year akwakra no de be referee de da no they are on him just say na niam oye ni nyina no sabe Jacob Zuma free one obehye no
obehye ho enti no just say
ne obehye
minim say amamwo no atan na nisu say minhu asa woni hoden onye he's not capable say in fact what kind of bebre kra na in fact ti the American say your foreign minister no sabe aha ye rasame wo bo adwuma in fact we said ye ye bo abaso sa na enye so anke beka eti wo ye na ye kasa wo bo adwuma na mum wo kenkan wo be say over 300 Ghanaians and afi no wo ma yes wo ma ye ready enti no yesre a foreign ministry no any your company say your panichow single-handedly you right a comprehend why you be paying it me who say one pa to me ye beer not a whole your best aban no say one more thing yes womo na sabe kwane boarding aha it no Ghana for this year na one of my ready say one person who be fie yes say aban no nya wo sa amoa no as soon as possible na onyi wo mu free ho aha because na broni can be say home sweet home na wo no madwene say wo ye nua bibini nti yenko ho ne yenko fe say bibi ema eye ayi wo fie na nso no ba bi ase na akoye no as say wo mu kunkum ebi. In fact, me some of the scenes it was so pathetic. Say nipa to me putting in the young nipa into that condition, and you know, I no any foreign ministry. Yes, wamwara. Yes, me answer the answer him. And tamwara one make provision. Now woman to me enkofa a year no Ghana for now. One who ka dwemu e South Africa hono emrefi.
Yada say Obaapa Nhyira na wote ne nka no medical aka say onso betimi aye part and parcel of this wonderful show abra wo saka link no na wato apetim ama onuanum bi enso atimi enya fair share of it na wo de comments nso aba menua bench bi ba obekenka ne nyina e de amount na onso so aba be talk about the issues so ayabobo so no na yenso yintimi enka ne kama ema ma menya ne nte ye be call just LPM break akra bi but ma menya nte ye koba pe a that many shots na mo boss say yeah we don't believe in say obi president to be a lead a particular political party e be rule o me ya obi kasa we say onye hwe yeah we don't actually share that sentiments onye hwe ade background nipa na ya the obetimi eye no ye no nti ya promise mo say ye be hyase every ye wura jeje de onkoda kakra ye hyase every omampani kofo de nti ene say Kevin Taylor Abrantie ye na nim last week no kan ene was say na was say was MPP atas we MPP ona akwa na nkasa na say na blame nim dey say ha no enti whatever the case may be no there was say one say MPP ni enti dey o kan nsem a all right okay enti ye behwe na yakoba ye be promise mo na je ekufo ene was one year ye be che o say ne ma during his tenure am be no me ni nsia be boso ne a cheche ya adwene ewo na bibia I come. I think say we have the next person ye ne be kasa briefly ewo afidie so na ewia na fe menimenu abenhira na yate asim na eno so no yetimi ahwe aboa ama bibia Alex Kwaku Tetteh be bia wo bia on te say be pon happy birthday ye de mam nti ye ntem na bra ye twen esese etime ehwe na bibia Kwasi Nimo Junior ewo amanso Africa Edwatch eho ena pepe eye adwuma Kwasi yama ajo edo Citeg TV so na nyimre
yeah so
mi na bomba ko de Dame Edia Che pa we there o baritone voice no I say we share condition bi mu na say weather no chilly ye pa ma no. Okay. Kwasi menua eba education dia every country will be a cherish education because and no etimi boa prepare every country to move to the higher pedestal ewo abrabum ewo maybe aso. Oh my Ghana we are not left out. But young show your education right from say yes basic summary no yeah old system for no the other class 1 to 6 if classes ya cry the end near 7 and bibia assessor ama and bibia ababeye many wo say just ended BECE examination one control na emofre betro no ye wo invigilators wo hwe emofre so ye oversight responsibility fa say the emofre be comport wo ho ho achechefo ankasa so be respective schools no ya na wo kan but they don't move to the exams hall na so no kwasi the yenim ne say afibia every academic year bia ye tro so we but any be fall prey or any be fall victim of the situation. Me no ka say I just ended BECE ya omo extra ye no nipa is it 43 including invigilators and na sebe mo akodi aban ensem ni nyina ene say eniema bi a omo ema kwa ma ne course na eni say ba ma menye wadwen kire what are the causes of this and na ekwan ben ye be fa so de sia na first of all no ye hwe what are the causes of this afibia AC why can't we live up to expectation?
Any kind of examination of practice campaign, it would not be in there, currently because question indicated exam room collusion and candidates and the teachers, sometimes head teachers involved the security officials and invigilators and into the collusion. And so abandon the courses are even last year, BECE, they show you there was a video documentary and you did some schools and teachers that were involved in examination malpractice. African Education was a petition, the Ministry of Education. The Amorian Shimona, Chachapua, more video,
okay.
It's been over a year, and over the years, the GES Code of Conduct has not been revised to make examination malpractice a highly punishable offense. And once there is no deterrent like that, then the panel needs to so that's one of the major causes because there is no deterrent factor.
Sure.
The panel needs to the Nomoko Forum when you're there to be and so pain, last year, Nipa Best in a chairman, they were involved. They're very happy they have more than twice the number, over 160% of the number the Indian or Akyem.
Okay.
In the Chili Pana, actually at the Bamano, and Nivna, you know, or yeah, when you say be a China, we be actually and in the last year, GS, I'm a director teacher but show, anything say that she be. The name you could see a few days actually, what is going to happen, what investigation is going to go on, what is going to be the repercussions. There is any meaning in any one of my any PBI budget, a PBI, and so because near get back in Palasono, any BBI being the P1 at the best, shouldn't the kitchen free on the day they are from the land of Marco for it. You know, the main cause is the lack of deterrence. Punishment or sanction for examination malpractice against staff of GES.
Na kwasi where there yenya na yenko na eba se de wakan na course no obi nso betimi aka se ase wo hwe ye salary structure yi a chechiafo ani invigilators yi obi kan ekati ani wa bi ne de ato omo nsem munyini se eno nso na ye some of the factors ya e pushi wo mo push drive wa e ma wo mo etimi de wo mo for because at the end of the day no we are invigilators in marking mark papers here ahia na de ma wo mu wonyini say eno so yetimi improve no a probably apart from say certain measures bi a eno entimi emfa enserve as a deterrent for others no eno so betimi aboa ma obi emfa no nko goshe bi say we are at least ne so ne de obetimi enya
factors are many, but don't mean enough. Currently, in BECE anywhere in performance indicators that teachers are supposed to ensure that they have high party work. But C and BECE pass with teaching also a percent in most track or child. There is this assessment of teachers or quality of teaching to be evident in the number of passes you get in a subject. That way, that's all on change baby as a same for the school system, same for what is same for BECE.
Okay.
But then yet singular factor. Because the Nippon person or Nippano and United States most of our monitors for good BECE and what in the air as a chair for. That you know, class be a young time. Who say a costume school on canon be or more, and we school authorities never time the more and you're involved in it. And you'll be honest with that. If any person or band is some contributing factors that money, because some non and yet otherwise, the Ghanaian monitors cry and farm monitor because 90% of your monitors in the GS staff are mixed. Our mobile is monitored as they be a more positive way that you don't like the fact that examination has become a part of the education system. Mobile is doing the system. That alone cannot be the fact.
Okay. Because finally, we outfit media EduWatch. What are some of your recommendations? And many shock. I so but more recommendations be about on the saying EduWatch. And then they say, "Bet me, I recommend."
Currently, we are going to see reduction in the rate of arrest. Maybe an independent panel for media. This is a examination of practice, a high-stakes venture. Teaching here, bet you we are involved in that daily work. Now, employer and the criminal matter, bet you what. And so investigations go wide, like investigation find the senior public. Now, ABR, about the day I actually the umbrella family council. Running name on the media, any room, public, any room, CS, any room, any require the more fast, so not the chair for me. Our more margins on behavior, and they have to go to nothing for the family and Ghanaian as well. The lack of deterrent punishment and sanctions, and the main contribution to the next person also wanting to involve in the examination. There are more actual to see a former farmer acquaintance, the Abbey of Bonos, on my 9 days in Nayo, and be immediate.
Kwesi asida wo dia se watimi agi na ye no atwe nkomo afa ye nim se edafo fro kra de kwan ba be that twin safro ye medie so live na yetimi atwe nkomo afa chi e wo sa kwa nyame ehia pa se watimi assist ye on that. All right, ye ko ahoma so briefly na ye ne Kwesi Nimo Junior or ye media manager Africa EduWatch ho na openikase yi ho na ye no ekoje adwenkyere e wo sa ekwan no so sabe next segment no Alex Kwaku Tetteh birthday man birthday boy na man whatever we sabre waba but CMC etimi wrap up kakra medical catch say me ne me co-host Nhyira last week. Now you can say we don't share that sentiment, so we better say as me see we don't actually believe in that. To your expectation, the person who do no could do neighbor so no there to mu esa intimidate catch will say no cry ya the befa every omampani JA Kofo ya the be free no so na ya bonitete tell ye we are na Alex Kwaku Tetteh enso en ne de aba na afi atoa so na bibia ai kama woda so ehwe Citeg TV wo call sebe Play Store enanu penifo ha think say ewia o mo behwe se o betimi educate mo kakra on that ya mo amkuta Android ni de wo mo say too easy say o betimi wo call Play Store ha easy say o betimi na ebom eja wo mo use iPhone ni ade na no bebre yie pa nso mi hu so bo betre ye kwan a wo befa so a okuta other phones na eno enye Android na sabi wonso betimi akọ download the app ni bi 24-hour service na ye de emamo enu nte no hyere so sa na fama ye na chese bibia so intimi nko kama na emfa emaye enu nte no ye behwe na ya ye ba Obaapa Nhyira sa na meba o mampanik fo na abon tete no ma menye wadwe nkyire o Dr. Mamudu Baumia wo wadwe na ye wo kyire o would you say was sign at the Napoko advice a year? Ebeboa. And now say we recommend you before for Tiawa. Na we have a more when Alex Kwaku Tetteh and family the Nyame ni muni
me madwen tire party you rubber will be as well pegana kunya kese ya tena so party a enka message ne senka o ma yewura na po entena se kakra na ono de enim de ne na ye won on fanta won wachi na emum ono ankasa emeke ne search na on peki obi fofra ebetumi aye aboa e was a vice
me da se pa enti emra ni enti no birthday boy birthday man waba Alex Kwaku Tetteh we no agye ne white ne ya na obi ehia no dadara fe no aba enti no Alex wa ha sei na ansa na obe taking a seat no yadika ehye mobo omanpani kufo mepacho or the economic stabilization and growth by Kevin Taylor TME wo so wanya hwe na wo sa ba mepacho nobody needs that apology afenso de no to nchen yampacho efre bibi GDP gross domestic product no omanpani kufo abref no say economy grew from $2.6 billion in 2000 to 2008 which is $11 billion equivalent. And Kevin Taylor unima and they catch no Citeg TV ha afenso na breso no or the lower middle income status and also so no obon ho wade pa ema etimi nema koyi ma nipa hoto omo sabre no afenso sabre no so fastest growth GDP growth no hit 8.4 in 2007 ekosi 2008 afe poverty reduction and also so no eyadia Utimi etis were 51.7% in 1991 to 26.5% in 2008, meeting MDG 1 early 1+ or Mapeniko for Kevin Taylor unima and they catch on the Utimi bebre until never being cassette or nyahwe that would be to expectation in would attempt dia udiana na abedia kowenim emre at the horse so posterity will judge all of us. Na and also and somebody baby Alex Kwaku Tetteh birthday man birthday boy waba ntino nja ya the AC sign out
na not me sorry not the okan ya na meka kakra aka ho say yewra KT sabi
Kevin Taylor
KT
and friend owura Kevin Taylor
I mean kan say send it or ma ntino the American said the no adia bako wo se ohu ne se oha ne ma ene na dofonom da ache bi ene ide because sabio se odwene kwa akire minnimu de sabenya ohu amane mfa na tenie na mmom se wodwene sabi nchiri ma ho a wo de yemfa ne se youth ne nkwala no a edi wachi wo up media no so no you don't care about them eti no wo de wo be jabe na sabio wo de wo kire wo mo se ne di mpanimfo atem disrespecting kofo a dwene wo ma ho da ache. You will not be here forever. Ken, you will not be here forever. And untino, mesre se be next time se wo beto to a yampia say. And I be can be say afa or mine and a penny be one. Do your background check well. Also, jine wo da che ho eya wo ma a obeja no wasefo. A obeja wonom e wachire ho. Won say ne obo so nya menyi ni say o meki ne hwehwemu yie. Eti next time no bi o wo be so wa fidie na betani mu abeka obi ho asema eya ye research so efa ne niam pa o ye ho because ntimi meka say kofo ba ibone nko na obedi sika nko na obedi yewra me sorry dia me ebusa Kevin Taylor ne say sabe what we ni wiase a wati fiti ne mofrase be sika wadie nyina e na ye sika wono nko abrenya ye anaso wafa kwa bi so echim obi nsa bi edi ni sika pen ene se wo differ was abie hu na ni sika wadie e wa setena mu nyina enye wono nko sika wabranya de a me pana chew waten ne nsa ahwe obi so no nka hu se enan no aka no ne so na ehwe me dase
yo yansho da so Obaapa Nhyira no co-host me ne no e da di dwumadi Samre Alex Kwaku Tetteh birthday boy wa jene white and we am say sama na ye old system no six form wo je white top no ajo keki trouser enu bi na mira Alex Kwaku Tetteh enei enyame ede 1 year wetimi ede aka ne ho ni mfia onyankopon de ama na ode eka na ebi so eguso eba Alex
mira
happy birthday.
Thank you.
I see. Crew Nina, we wish you happy birthday. That was a na okwa America kra na mpanimfo akuku dem bi kra na wo nyina na MC wo mu wo su di on baby a chese
na mirado kam ya kra ya na ono so ne ye ne birthday
that's pa se nyame bi so a
wo fa konya kese so na me na me sofu pani ase
okay
ye Father's Chapel international ye ota fokofodua sofu pani unim se wa na akra yo makodwen abusuaku a ye Yesu abusuaku a eno de menim se obia wiasefo yi me makra a odie me safe nti emniti ya ma manage pa manage masoro na me proud say me ye Father's Chapel member na papa de o sebo nsu de me hu ni se so for Monday's day ebinya 20,000 emerwa for no ma kwa sorry ache we praise before nye bida Roma for nye bida Pentecost for nye bida apostolic tese asori ben na Monday's day do was wo hwe wunjuma wo ya yama we check 20,000 yama we 20,000 yama we 10,000 papa
I see
ade a wo ye no e ma mani je ne nkofo bi ode mom so mo present no na efe na mafre because nkofo no mu tu sika gu abonten na oti wona osofo atworo check se present na fama asori ba na wo kwa abonten a wo masika e wa abonten ne nkofo wo asori omuhumi a ensi so na papa ne strategy odi man penifo bi se na mo present checks no hitting na say we a big insult na nyamisha papa
yo
da papa se ne free on so a wonim se me de ma ho odi nyina ye mira kwa mejan bi obi pia me professor kwa mejan na ende kakra bi a metimi ye no ende de wonim se mira juros debra pesa me ye no di post ti be ba ma ende ma Ghana wem publish bibi ma we so publish bibi ma your friends CTV there be City
News or City F okay which
my joy so
that's good okay
your friends
and today available na
available na and me se me nyehwe mira juros and ye birthday mami ankase na me fa konye so na me fa we nye celebration mami mira enam say some cancel say enam say kwan a NDC edi mira kwa mejan afaso nti no NDC for there omoda kra mi nkonyane omo ye bibi na nyempa me ka say Yesu mre so kra na ye pado obi mo
sa
o hwe Lazarus ma two person o chemsi kru kakraka ni na emra Lazarus before so obi wo no na obie ni kromo ono so ewu ba ye pado wo no
sa ono kwa
enti
exempted
na we woni ma kakra e bitime move no se ne ye beka be topic ye dey
and then no de di kan no ye birthday ni de na wo nso na me na mo so ma utimi ye e ba aboafo
okay
ye wia ye bebu esim ayet say there's still tension brewing between MPP camp wa Owuraba Umia na nsen ya wose Kennedy akompre kwa Japan ka ho ne aspirants 5-4 no ba mu nyina eyi na me ne kenkai ha se me ne oba pension da na wonya available ye kenkai se owura kan se wate na nso no wo hwe ne ema bi nti wo won camp yi de ye be hunu se sa de na ebeto abonten no one eye nokra owura kan aden na ye nti se wo se nyabia oda omampani fese Dr. Mahmoud Baomi oda na se se watimi amano sa akwanya na enso no wo hwe ne ma ba ko mienu mi ese bi ansa na se obeya onye ti no wo wa the camp dia wo dia no ntoto nchen ya PLP eno nso no dia na se aircraft mo hwe se dia nipa wo ground so no a still enti ya fa sha se enne
ma yan hwe juros de ni wi a
anti ma
wi bi ani aba MPP ni NDC ne de keka ho na mo keka WhatsApp no as MPP de ende my small research kakra meet me enti yan hwe we wi ani hwe
okay
so ye ndi sa na ma we no always tin ya na ye ni ka ho se okay am say
I feel no be okay
yeah
All right. Yo, indeed, I for you have some amuna aqua baby. You did the second segment. You said the records to you. That's a time it unless.
Maminda, you have four swas. Citizen Ghana members.
Okay.
Citeg TV members. You follow you through YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, on TV. We do be asked. In here, easy say, Yamidi fever could come
at all.
Many a gin. Now, maybe idea about what maybe was I see so Norwich in India. I know Padia many brian. Who be wooden dear, many brain pan. Na medo biasi, ye woo beer, cocolibu. Then come here, organize me, say bianca. Sunday, na say, you beat me a cock, a dacolibu, and children's hospital, and I say, rich. Kakrebi, you may beat me a couture mobile.
Yeah, Kakra,
Chancy, obey table now with the assay media. Being so baby are all brepa. Go for the hospital, brepa. Tinyamisha will be a ubia. Or your bad life, ultimate support to ya, ultimate bad life in so Yamisha. And then I made you feel back. Now, I'm your mind, don't come William or your menana, the soft papa. Tea, so mule man, Papa Yamisha, a happy birthday. And then, once we are more happy birthday, can say, Papa don't come. Yamisha, Papa.
That's right.
We are making
Madam Kosia,
we are mining. Papa don't come. Papa, you boy more semon.
Okay.
Say a radiant fat more thing. If you do, I can be a radiant fat more thing ship.
Nyame Enshao, Alex Kwaku Tetteh, and our tenant kind president, founder, citizen Ghana, a face Citeg TV, chief executive officer, Obaapa Nhyira, one also, and
never that for so. Now, I'm sorry for high pay me where your platform. I saw a platform. Wow. And now, Vadak for so many also more than Vadak page. So, chairman in the team. Okay. Vadak in Pennyfonia,
that will be us, almost acknowledge you on that equine as well. All right. In the Yanka, a gentleman face, second segment, no Alex Kwaku Tetteh. No and drink come I said the car can and then any birthday and you know as part of the celebration, you know, and a citizen Ghana and no Citeg and also a non-governmental organization and also Openikasi and a sign a cofaribai. One more the medical can say, oh, can the civil society organization. One more air petition party. I mean, Citeg if you are minimum dear, one more year research into a year. Na eno ena samre ya ja say do maybe anu obi e prese we sabi menso mi nya meye bi NDC mo no yera Julius Debra a wono a chief of staff a papa de say wonim no de a na wa minim wo boduma pa no ye type or ye very quiet but mo ye adwuma underground no a nenso no niema ededi na emu ba kono no na eno na beto dwa say opani so no wo a say o mampani say John Dramani Mahama come 2028 mamra no emma no kwan so ye president biem enu ntia say odupon tutu a na ofoforo esina nan yewra ye papa anas ye de nyina Julius Debra a we chief of staff ono ni position na so chair wo nyina ministers wo wan wo nyina say be ono no your right hand side ma ha wo hwe sa tete structure na sa ena papa eye na ene enam adia papa oye enti no citizen Ghana wo mo atro bibia kuchire bibi na tede ye nda sa ha ne yetumra ne akire wusie no enti no quickly no ma yenye na yenye tetetew na afi yemfiri won yefe no enhyase na ada issues nso eno nso pop up wo NDC MPP camp ene de ka ho no and of course PRP almost so far so good ne be kwose but answer na no yewe etifin no was said the verdict of intelligence why Julius Debra is the only candidate who can unite NDC citizen Ghana for and almost the way about betudwa quickly no also citizen Ghana Citeg is a civil society organization with over 70,000 registered members across all the 16 regions of Ghana. We say our mandate is the promotion of peace, stability, democratic accountability, good governance, and of course responsible leadership. We do not belong to any political party, but we have a sacred duty to speak truth to power and to guide the nation toward leaders who prioritize country over self. Now, second paragraph, now, see, over the past 6 months, Citeg has conducted extensive survey, research, and intelligence gathering, including discreet consultation with security experts and referencing of available data from National Security and the Bureau of National Investigation (BNI) regarding the leading presidential aspirants of the National Democratic Congress (NDC, what we have discovered is both striking and urgent. All the aspiring candidates are competent, but only one man, Honorable Dr. Julius Deborah, possesses the unique combination of the temperament, cross-party and appeal and unifying force to lead the NDC to decisive victory in 2028, and more importantly, to govern Ghana for all Ghanaians. Now, the article served as Citec's former recommendation to the NDC. His Council of Elders, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, and all aspiring candidates. Our research findings, corroborated by intelligence assessments, reveal that while other aspirants are capable, they carry baggage that could fracture the party after a contested primary. Honorable Julius Deborah stands alone as the only candidate that all other aspirants will rally behind without hesitation or misunderstanding after the primaries. Why now the city? Why they are doing this? Now, because Deborah has never built a political bridges by burning others. Now, he has served every fraction of the NDC with equal respect. The intelligence community knows that his internal party relationships are so balanced that even his fiercest competitors privately admit they would work under him. Now, this is not speculation. It is the conclusion of behavioral and network analysis. Now, in a democracy, a divided party loses elections. The MPP will exploit any crack. Julius Deborah is the glue. Now, Citec has no doubt. Here is the revolutionary truth that many NDC lavishly may find uncomfortable but must accept. Julius Deborah does not distinguish between MPP and NDC members. He judges only by competence, integrity, and ability to serve the people. Our surveys across the Greater Accra, Ashanti, and Eastern regions, traditionally, MPP strongholds shows that a significant portion of the MPP's middle class and the influential business figures say they will support Deborah in the general election. Why? Because they have seen him work as chief of staff, as he engaged opposition figures on national projects without petty partisanship. Now, he is also known to say, and I quote, "I belong to a party, but I serve the country," unquote. Now, this is not wickedness. This is strategic statesmanship. It is the very quality that allowed President Trump in the United States to assemble a cabinet of 12 million people who had already made their wealth and could therefore
12 million, 12 people.
12 millionaires. Sorry, thank you for that correction. 12 millionaires, people who had already made their wealth and could therefore focus entirely on the state and its citizens. Deborah understands that a leader who is still desperately building his personal empire will inevitably use public office for private gain. Deborah has built his life already in his remaining ambition to build Ghana. The MPP lost the last election because they claimed to have the men, but finally handed the administration to boys. Unexperienced self-serving operatives who patronized their own pockets over the nation. Now, Ghanaians saw the difference. They will secure the intellectuals and technocrats like Professor Kwame Jan and others with deep knowledge of statecraft. Now he will not experiment with other future. President John Dramani Mahama has done what many thought impossible. In his current term, he has reviewed struggling Ghanaian contractors, that is Marie Papa Kofi Job, Jesmoth and GMP, and many others are back to work. Roads are being built, local content is thriving, and the private sector is breathing again. Now, President Mahama has built a legacy of infrastructure, economic stabilization, and industrial revival, but legacies are fragile. Now, the only way to preserve them is to hand the administration to a man who was part of the building, who understands every brick, and who will not abandon the blueprint. Now, that man is Honorable Julius Deborah. He has been Mahama's co-strategist for years. Now he conceived the Kwaku Business Forum, and he also extended the Promise Delivery Unit. Now he knows where the bodies are buried, and more importantly, where the foundations are strong. If the NDC nominates anyone else, the risk of policy reversal, administrative chaos, and legacy erosion is high. Citeg therefore pleads with President John Dramani Mahama to anoint his man. Let continuity be your parting gift to Ghana. Before closing, Citeg must raise a matter of national importance that our future flag bearer, whoever he is, should champion. But we address it now to the current NDC government, because time is not the essence. Now the government should source and equip the military engineers of the Ghana Armed Forces. In the early days of the Republic, military engineers built bridges, roads, schools, and other critical infrastructures. Today, that capacity lies adamant, not because of lack of expertise, but because of lack of modern equipment and machinery. If the government provides the military engineers with earth-moving equipment, concrete plants, and modern surveying tools, two things will happen. One, competition and seriousness among civil contractors, knowing that any delay project can be promptly handed over to the military engineers, who will complete it on time. Private contractors will stop the culture of mobilization and disappear. Two, rapid national development. The military has discipline, round-the-clock work ethics, and no profit-driven delays. They can complete strategic projects faster and often cheaper. Now we recommend that Honorable Julius Deborah if he becomes flag bearer of the subsequently president, makes this profitably or priority. But even now, President Mahama can begin this process. A nation that materializes is engineering corps. That materializing is engineering corps to construction, not combat, is a nation that builds. Julius Deborah is a man of deliverance, not noise. He has repeatedly stated that the vision of the 24-hour economy is not a slogan, it is rather a factory-led strategy. He will build the processing plants for agriculture, textiles, and other light manufacturing in every region. These factories will operate in shifts, providing jobs for the youth and using our conduct efficiency and gas. Unlike politicians who speak in ground theories, Deborah has already demonstrated his ability to mobilize investment. The Kwaku Business Forum is proof. Now he will bring that some emerging to building an industrial Ghana. Citeg research shows that 78% of our youth believe jobs is the single most important issues. Deborah's private sector background in Ukaishi tourism, insurance, real estate gives him the practical toolkit to deliver. Now, before we conclude, Citeg respectfully reminds His Excellency President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama a proposal for the establishment of the First Ladies Bank Ghana. This specialized financial institution now dedicated to women entrepreneurs and rural savings. Mobilization has the potential to transform the economic landscape for Ghanaian women. We have not seen sufficient movement on the front, and we urge the President to visit the proposal by Citeg and of course implement it before the end of term. If not, we will call on Julius Deborah to adopt it as a leadership policy. Now, I see in the often chaotic theater of Ghanaian politics, now where noise is mistaken for leadership, and of course flamboyance for impact, one man has stood out, not for the volume, often the worst, but for the sheer vision of these actions. Honorable Julius Deborah is not merely an administrator, he is also a statesman, a grassroots mobilizer, and of course a singular figure, but equipped to lead the NDC in 2028. Now, you do not judge a man by his promises, but his fingerprints on the lives of the people. Deborah fingerprints are everywhere. The National Sanitation Day, the street naming system, the Quail Business Forum, the Anti-Corruption Strategy Working Group, and of course the tenure of chief of staff. That has it goes on and on and on, and also you know the full establishment. It is Citeg when and Alex Kwaku Tetteh olidi womma womo so edikoshe owura Debra animunyam se womo susu se ebeboa se NDC for ebe pound se after owura John Dramani Mahama 2028 no wo me lead party no chama throw a little light ewo sa issue no na fe yenko
nie ewo mo nyina ne se ye pese ka hye etifo ne Ghana fo ne se etumi bia enipa somo a yenhye ne nyunyam Yes, yenya ubia monsoon down a beam.
Okay.
Na memfa konye so na krachia o machin wo hitro airport.
Asante Akyem no na shebedwani.
Ye be yi no. Oye nipa papa. Oye bebunu a obo nipa. Onte se ya no mfo yi a omnyeska no mbia kototo dan wa buchi. No mbia koye nsemu ombia kototo adan. The ma to coin boa system no or you be a no boa system. Abranti you could to ni the friend say untimi
me feel the see ya behind
could to ni Lisa but now so our more the papa kokra okru so that so krachi ko adwuma ye nyina ne se nipa bebo nipa ne nipa na e wo fom no o mabrabo mu e ye fan a Atete say money laundry ewe cocaine crowd a Holland dey go beba because Holland dey omo licenses to cocaine me wo Ghana fo a metimi abobodin omo ye takum so omo wo licenses omo di omo cocaine twa straight to UK na nansen ya masoma kachi bi kura o ye me modin beto me kan obi hu ono kura o ye sa omo ye concert party wo media shi media artists bi na mo na ye left and right be hu na sen wa statistics estate omo nyina ye nkofo no licenses to do e cocaine enye kromo Holland for the omo wo ye be ma licenses Holland aban be ma licenses nti e chi wo cocaine ho de licenses na ne board
But they now name say prostitution when they legalized.
But
we name that of
drugs here we lances but ultimately ne board. It said you good body, obeji good board lances na. Ne board so obeji na ya.
Okay.
Sanity. Nti kofo ye dwuma. Na wa menka asem jo. Na meka say mpenfo bo ha ye ne omonam ti ana ne omabi wo information bi wo ha. Ya na ye. Enche ye nya 1 month. He kofo bi kobo kise jaben amane say boys bi the $100 million abi ra system ni ti won pick you. Kise how. Eno kwa de mi tu chema kise jaben. O ya de papa. Osno bo. Osio no na dwuma ne say corruption. Ya beka corruption asem. Ene yeso nka wanse. Na akwayi bedi ni birthday. Akwayi a no jojo ne yira last ye kan asem. Ni ama ho.
Ni ama bibi yeah.
Guys need the same letter sanko. Say peniful wo kroma wo. Say ono so say money land say on pick no. Ana o say asa. Nfa mo tin. Metimi didi ni nyina ato aponte. Collins me wo informations bi o ha e ba bonten aya na e we kakra nti yenko MPP fo nso o masemi a wo kan na juros de me ka che Ghana ni bia se obi bia mo ne homoden se yura juro zebra akonya ba NDC fo manfa na ma mo nya MPP fo de na o manim se jata ba ne num nom de o msa ko shem ni bio mo hwe ne dodo ne pe na ma mu yi ahintu ahen no mu chusu no na mu chusu na o ya cut across o ye obi a tese o senge bebia nti mu fa na ebebo amankasa mu fa na ebebo amankasa amanfo asedu nkete ase ja amanfo abonato wo na middle class for ne so ni nye ho se o mo be pekisa ti say middle class na o mani age ho se mu ndisi fo o mani age mo no yen ade ba ko pa NDC aye de ama miru akwa mejanti NDC aban no de bia me bo ma
so mo acknowledge ne fine
ja nti me de ne me ka kire mo ne se NDC for mo hwe na mo ntwusu yi a ebeboa mo ye num se krom ha obi aba odi ATS ananya sa num se obi aba odi ATS nti wo de mo betena ho na mama kutwusu na abedane aprepre a ese mankasa obi ho amutwusu na mo dem straight se mo anso mo mpe power no na se mo so mo ba be te se ne MPP ejimi bidi a e mo amasem nti ira de ne kakra be kanon na yenhwe MPP omo chairmanship appointment no na me wo info kakra wo nti o mamfa names ne ma na afi hwe names na wo se me de am pese be ka de no tra keke na akwa eze unim de woka so no ya na me pese
okay
Collins o de wa hwe una ye crash na bobo so me de mu bia o phone so
all right yeah that's it Alex
what you hear kwasiafo o ma point o ma mom appointment board o mo chairman o de wa hwe a no mo wati fuati
all right yeah for muguswa Citeg TV send the record straight
cameras no mo say MPP letter
I think say here you are nti ha ye nye bibia ye nim na ye ka nti no mpacho krata no MPP wo mo official letter na head letterhead no my was no New Patriotic Party headquarters private Maybach Accra North Ghana and also ewo ase no afi krata no emunsem enie was from for immediate release na che say wo mo edikai edi ababe top abonten was May 8 that is 2026 say en check kra I think say 13-14 you know en check kra ne buy me pa cho ma me trying to tell na yenko
5 days
yeah it was for the New Patriotic Party constituencies standing and sector committees of the party. Now it goes like the New Patriotic Party MPP acting though its National Executive Committee and National Council has constituted various standing and sector committees of the party. Now the decision was taken at a meeting of the National Executive Committee and National Council held on Thursday 7th May 2026. Now the standing committee were constituted pursuant to Article 10, Clause 2 and 6 of the party constitution, while the sector committees were constituted in accordance with the Article 10, Clause 3 and 8 and Article 14(5) of the party constitution. Composition of the standing committees. Okay. A. Finance committee. Name. Now, finance committee A, which is 1. Fred Oware. 2. Dr.
Self, you won't send me before you am Self is wrong. On finance committee now.
Okay. Afe your torso Dr. Dr. Charles. Okay, you better yes, you trust me monitor Dr. Charles Jamina. On also at the torso me, also me as honorable Akosia Frima or Sel Pare.
Sure, Frima Palino,
chief of staff.
Former chief of staff. Or Namo Crap Mano. Nemankwa over 90,000, 90 million Ghana cedi. Frima Palio, Oma Kataso. All right. Man in Nigeria, in Bawali Nigeria. She won't FSU send people no penny be any. Several, you can saw me and Quasia for point. So I'm go for more appointed. What the other boss go for more appointed.
Until you better so, I think maybe my shall say, I'm in form position. Sorry for that. Now, Fred Oware, chairman, and I feel Dr. Charles Jamina, secretary. Honorable Akosia Frimo Pare, member. Nana Joa Dukua, member. William Opombio, member. Honorable
Mr. Opombio, I am your papa. So then, what was you? Williams.
Now, next person is Honorable Isaac Natoshi Ado, member. Honorable Abnao Se Asari, member. Ambassador Edward Boatin, member. Joseph Amponsa Bosompem, member. Ena Afe Adelaide Ahiring, also a member. Afe Alasan Yakubu Tali, also a member of that regard. Yanko category B, which is the electoral affairs. Name Honorable Osebonsu Amwa, chairman. Sorry, Evans Nimako, secretary. Afe Peter McMenu, member. Henry Nanabuache, Nanabi, member. And young Kofo Yani Kushia by the Green. What they catch up is a young. Oh, yeah, these are the people on the hairs of my face. I've been a white Indians and any woman is here. 1 million Quasafo. One go for a woman, Diom, what they call. I think Honorable Samuel Atachia, a member. Honorable Martin Krempe, member. Honorable Patrick Yabuama, member. Honorable Kwame Anyimedu Entry, member. Honorable Eslagi Ekuful, also a member. Honorable Martin J. Mensa Kosa, member. Honorable Aida Ajua Esiedu, member. Gary Nimakoma for a member. Sam Ellis, also a member. Dr. Augustine Blay, member. Felicia Tetteh, member. And a Vincent
Augustine Blay. Jimmy, on an Abaumia, say, or two Baumia, so we any staff who's in aid you. You doesn't know.
Okay. Now, quickly, let's move on to category C, which is the disciplinary committee. Name Honorable Kwesi Amwakwata, former Rose and High.
Obaka for back be no abon sere ho na wai. Amwakwata kwasiawe. Ono ye discipline.
What the chairman disciplinary committee. Afi Elizabeth Utuka also secretary. Honorable Kwabna Ochida Kumensa member. Diana Asamwa Dapa also member. Honorable Salam Amma Apianima Damata member. Kwame Oseprempe member. Afi Makafi Kofi Wayo. Sorry, Makafi Kofi Wenya also member. And lastly, Engineer Kwesi Abiesi also member. That is category D. Policy committee. Name that is Honorable Kojo Oponkroma chairman.
What it take you? Kojo Oponkroma chairman. Na
policy committee. Now, quickly on the policy committee. Me say Kojo Oponkroma chairman. Afi Dr. Kwesi Nyame Befi secretary. Dr. Antoniette Thibault Dakon also member. Honorable Oseche Mensa Bonsu member.
Gina chairman Sambosi member. And Oponkroma dey.
Ono chairman.
Omunjimi Obi no go your Ponkroma chairman. Ena friend say
member committee. I said be a
say for one some people for one so much.
No balam light.
Okay. Some more men. Ena ye dey ba post him no. She say boys ena omo deliver. Omo wie ni.
Ave yanko the
twaso. Your Ponkroma kwasa some odi won e ho na. Oma disqualify will be a binio. Once a member say I become we are ambiatro, the binio injunction. So I drew injunction. So friends say I send it across the manso.
Across
and Ufiwa now call Oda Kwasiakwa. Akwa no say MP before down for you and for Mungu. Ne wakoto free ya bisi was a coast say or down for who are near your maku mochre. Ufiwa now call Kennedy or saying or no they didn't pass as we know. Or may disqualify ni part 60. We injunction, injunction, yes, and yes, we be keke.
Mammy, we quickly not yet call injunction afe fancy. Afe free or say chairman Sabus or a member, the young honorable Kwaku Tetteh a member, Honorable Dr. Muhammad Amin Adam a member, former finance minister, Honorable Dr. Gideon Boako also a member, Afe Honorable Dr. Kabiru Tia Mahama a member. Dr. Jamima Nunu a member, Dr. Muntaka Alolo a member, Afe Evron Rothschild Hughes also a member, Afe category Yi, Eno a organizational committee name, Honorable Anthony Abe Fakabu a chairman, Afe
na Kabo no nyansa mbe ni woni Kabo.
Oh, Anthony Kabo.
Lola Uncle Pesit buzanzo nyansa. Na Kabo nyansa mbe ni
He was once even deputy minister for housing. Abe yanko Henry Nanabuache Ebahebiem or no secretary of the organizational committee and afe chairman Divine Otu Agogon also a member. Honorable Gloria Owusu a member. Honorable Muhammad
na Gloria Owusu is the last one oku onu
a member.
Ono ye betuno tantra ha me we a make us afraid. Gloria ye maninko ye or cost roba from ye betuno.
All right. I feel the also a Honorable Archibald Kobina and a member. I feel Perpetua Lomuki also a member. Richard Jemfi also a member. Category F a research committee. Now do my name a Honorable Professor Kingsley Nyako a chairman. I feel Dr. Enes Owusu Kumi a secretary. Dr. Anthony Chibudako a member. Honorable Dr. Emmanuel Mafu a member. Honorable Dr. Prince Amid Ama also a member. Dr. Richard Rickman also a member. Eric Chebafo a member. Peter Otin a member. And I feel Abraham Mensa Aqua also a member. And Abdullah Abubakari Sadiq also a member. Category G. Category G no as a communications committee 1 Nana Akomia a chairman. Afe Richard Ahiagbe also a secretary. Honorable Florence Uboshi Sai Kofi a member. Honorable Kofi Upon Kroma also Kojo Upon Kroma a member. Honorable Dr. Gideon Boako member. Honorable George Anda a member. Honorable Fatih Abubakari member. Kwesi Agyeman member. Yao Adumako Befi member. Dennis Miracle Abuaje a member.
Some for you on the Omkolusi. Oman or must repeat you no. What do you want to be?
Kofi Tonto a member. Haruna Mohammed member. Dr. Ekwa
TV program member.
Afe Kwame Bafo Abronye member and Afe Prince Ej and so a member. Now I say the party has constituted a political strategy committee as one of the sounding committee of the National Council and has appointed Peter McMenu as chairman. Sector minister, sector committees. Finally, I say the party further constituted various sector committees and appointed the following persons as lead persons, with others serving as members of the respective committees. A. Finance and Economy, which is named Dr. Muhammad Amin Adam MP, or a co-chair designation and American. Dr. Steve Opata, a co-chair. Dr. Frank Bano, a spokesperson. And Isa Fuseni, a spokesperson. Hamidu Nuhu, a secretary. And Constitutional and Legal Affairs. Kwame Enyimedu entry MP or no a co-chair. Maso Upokwa Jima co-chair. Gloria Ofori Buadu, a secretary. Diana Samwadapa, a spokesperson. Nana Eje Boafo Ewa a MP spokesperson. Patrick Yabuama a chair. Subsidiary Legislation Parliament. And so Frank Davis also a chair. Constitutional and Legal NPP. Gary Nimakoma for a director. Legal NPP. Foreign Policy and Diaspora. Samuel Abujinapo a co-chair. Ambassador Dr. Emmanuel Enos enso co-chair Nana Asafu J aye enso spokesperson Kwame Chirechie Amponsa spokesperson Elizabeth Una Tuka enso secretary Food and Agriculture Isaac ya Opoku member of parliament or co-chair George Odro co-chair Michael Kwesi Boahen Edu also spokesperson that's a former first Cocoa Board boss and afi Jennifer Oforiwa spokesperson and afi Dr. Sagre Bambagi also secretary education Dr. Ya Ose Educhum co-chair Dr. Prince Hamid Ama also co-chair afi yewo Tabita Ayila also spokesperson Dr. Kwabena Bempa Tano spokesperson Samuel Ni Palm also secretary health Dr. Nana Ayu Efriye member of parliament co-chair Dr. Andor Insiasari co-chair Dr. Ezekiel Ejekum Oben spokesperson Dr. Ekuamu Akon spokesperson Kevin Oforijima secretary trade industry and SMEs and also Michael Ochre Befi MP co-chair Kosi Yankee also co-chair Afed Owusu spokesperson Joyce Owusu Befi spokesperson and afi Abna Asante and so secretary energy Chama ye mfa we sia na
I think na ye be so me prove documents wo de wo yamba so na before the so be enim so me enkwasefo won konfo yi a ubom di hwan na abenya no mo ye nyanzani konfo e de aban ni ko hwegu no o ma na o ma san hyehye ebiem
okay
na obia mema obia ho record to de nyame adoma china
very well
Eco TV program
okay etino you better move now say yes as subio and then Alex Kwaku Tetteh and the birthday mama will support you now first or crew the war Citeg TV here now from the MCR from the technical from the presenters I mean to the list everybody here now we wish you happy birthday once again and of course Julius Debra Citeg for say or more they stand all out for you call anymore now wait me abwa
Kwame Jande pushi aye ne backbone ye ne di akire so what I say Professor Kwame Jande
ti prof and also
amwakwata aboa we see portrait farm big one we na na do bebia no o si wono kwasi amwakwata na okasa na aje ya aso ne mene no no ti azi die portrait farm no be se ko Exim Bank sika omde ewura portrait farm na Exim Bank for man sika agensam na ogu nkofo bank a omde we man ono an de port omo nkasa e de agensam no de sika ni bia koye ono ne portrait farm sisi ni de na guo sika ni nso a wontua na Exim fo minim ne omo ye
anyway so bia process
o de e chena
very well
oba na ma run down
all right
see enyumre ye ko kan che hia asem
okay enti yabeda mo nyina ase na memfa aseda emma crew ni nyina ase medical kan Obaapa Nhyira co-host on the kan ho ma de dwumadi nyina ba mo frame from mem ni nyina afa research fellow and as a research leader of research wa ha me nyina
ba more information bi me de ma wa yembe show
mati enti ase na me se me di once again scholars na Agyeman frame don calling to e che oba bi nyame e ya doma Friday same time ba etna 1-on-1 eno Alexis ono ankasa
na page mo TikTok message ba ya yen reading na me ko yes de pamcho mo fenche ye na nyame adoma etna no mo de mo sa ma mo nim se ne mo na ye adwuma e da mo nyina ase nti o ma some for your message ba
anti nyame adoma first and Friday etna e can come
e ni nyina ade ama mo nti madaro ma na ma se papa akwa sum niura makwa me yosumfo
TV